Planet Dolan.
From chasing a kidnapper on their bikes to preventing a murder, we count 7 unbelievable teens who fought back against criminals. Yeah, what's up, YouTube fans? Pringle the one in the building. How we doing today? And today, guys, I got some crazy new content for your face. So here we go.
Number 7.
When Cameron Cash Dollar had his best friend, Cameron Fontenot, over for a sleepover, they didn't know that would be the night they would become vigilantes. While watching TV, the teens noticed a man, Anthony Adams, shining a flashlight through the back window. Instead of calling the police, the teens followed him down the street. When Fontenot confronted him, Anthony took a swing at him but missed. That is, when he took him down with a chokehold, while Cash Dollar took a picture and then called the police. It turns out that Anthony was walking through the neighborhood checking for unlocked cars. He even tried to bribe the 2 Camerons with loot he had stolen.
Number 6.
A 5-year-old girl in Pennsylvania was lured away from her yard by a man offering her ice cream. The man put the little girl in his sedan and went off. Later, when police and neighbors were searching for her, 15-year-old Tamar Boggs and his friend spotted the little girl in a sedan. They followed the sedan on their bikes for 15 minutes. The kidnapper gave up, stopped, and let the little girl out of the car before speeding off. Although the police haven't caught the man, at least the little girl is safe.
Number 5.
When a 17-year-old Danish girl was walking one night, a man came up to her and forced her to the ground. He began to unbutton her clothes, but the girl knew what to do in such a situation. She took out a can of pepper spray and used it on the man who ran away. Unfortunately, when the police came later on, she told them what happened. They slapped her with a fine for using pepper spray, as carrying and using pepper spray in Denmark is illegal. I guess most Danish criminals obey victims when they say, "Leave me alone." Her attacker hasn't been caught.
Number 4.
The night before Easter became a frightening one when a family stopped at the dollar store to pick up some Easter goodies. While his mom was in the store, a 15-year-old found himself face to face with a carjacker. Instead of using his fists to fight back, he used his mouth. The carjacker stuck a gun in his face, cocked it, and demanded that he get out of the car. Despite the circumstances, and to the carjacker's surprise, the teenager refused. The carjacker demanded he leave the car again or he'll shoot. Again, the teenager refused. Why? The teenager's 4-year-old niece was in the back seat, and he told the carjacker that he wasn't leaving without her. This was when the carjacker told him to grab the girl and get out, and the teenager did just that. The carjacker made off with the car, but the teenager and his niece escaped unharmed.
Number 3.
Caleb Martin was driving home from work one night when he saw a car swerving in front of him and a woman, Jenna Newman, in the road. He thought the driver of the car, Kenneth Clinton, was drunk. Soon, the 18-year-old realized Kenneth wasn't drunk. He was actually aiming for Jenna. Caleb watched as the car hit Jenna, pinning her to the guardrail. This was when Caleb drove toward them and stopped his car between Kenneth and Jenna. He honked his horn and Kenneth drove off. Jenna, who has been shot twice, climbed into Caleb's car as he called 911. While on the phone with 911, Caleb took Jenna to his grandmother's house where they waited for the paramedics. Although she was in critical condition, Jenna ended up surviving the incident. Kenneth, later that night, committed suicide by shooting himself.
Number 2.
Dallas teenager Jamel Harris was riding with his teenage friend Aaron Arias when he noticed a 25-year-old woman in the backseat of a car at a stoplight. He thought she was cute, and she even mouthed something to him. Instead of a flirtatious, "Hey boo," Jamal realized she had mouthed, "Help me." When the car sped away quickly, the teenagers decided to follow the car and call the police after they saw the woman bang on the window. It turned out that the woman had been kidnapped by Charles Atkins Lewis, Jr., and Aaron immediately called the police. For 12 minutes, he followed the car until the police were able to reach them. Charles was arrested and charged with aggravating kidnapping, and the woman walked away without a scratch.
Number 1.
Bradley Hughes was being arrested by 2 policewomen, but he wasn't having any of that, so he shoved them to the ground and ran away. As the policewoman began to get up, Kia Ingham jumped into action and chased after Bradley. The 16-year-old rugby player dropped his bag with his tablet and cell in it and tackled Bradley. Kia restrained him until the policewoman came and arrested him. Bradley was charged with 2 counts of assaulting a police officer and given 100 hours of community service. Kia, who wants to be a police officer, received a Police Bravery Award for his heroic act. Shouts out to Kia for being that dude. New question for you all today. What's the craziest thing you ever did at school? Let us know on the Reddit page linked below, and you might be featured in a future countdown. Take care, everybody. Much love and appreciation. Peace. Most internet users hate viewing websites only to have all those pesky ads in the way. Ad blocking software can get rid of the ads, but it's illegal. While impossible to enforce, ad blockers make it so users can view a website for free. Most of these websites depend on these ads to keep them going.